Ooh, look at all that smoke. And you know what, guys? That is my work rig, and that happened to me. I'm your host, GoFries, and I am going to share to you what happened. And as always, no introduction video, or at least no B-roll introduction, because I just want to get into it. So that thing, that experience happened to me when I was encoding my video. I was rushing for the embargo live time to be with all the big guys to share the news of the 6700 XT. But you know what happened? That happened. You see, I actually completed my video, but I noticed there was a mistake and I was doing a second round of encoding, and it was on the final stretch. It's like there's 10 minutes left, and I was away from my PC because I know it's gonna take a bit of time to complete the render. So I was facing elsewhere, and suddenly, pop, there's this sound, a loud pop. This is something not uncommon if your power supply breaks down. I mean, I've had it happen to me in the past more than 10 years ago. I have a track record of breaking power supplies due to folding at home activities. However, this one, I wasn't at my PC when it popped. And the problem is, I didn't know the direction of the pop. So where I was facing then, I had two gaming rigs, one benchmark rig that was running stress test, and there's my work rig that is also rendering. So I don't know which is the one that popped. So logically, I went to the benchmark rig because I was testing high load, but there's nothing from there. No smell, no nothing. In fact, I don't detect anything from anywhere. I went around. It was later on that I smelled something. It was later on that I saw that something, the smell was there and there's slight smoke. However, the machine was still running. So I leave it to finish the encoding for 10 minutes. So I did leave it there for a while, and then suddenly all the smoke came out. So I started recording, and then the smoke went on and on. I'm like, okay, I cannot risk anything. I cannot risk any component breakdown. So I power off the machine, and you know me being having a tech guy with a lab with my storage. Replacing a power supply is faster than changing car tire. So it took me about 5-10 minutes. I got everything up and running. And ever since then, this has been my setup. With the the broken, or should I say burnt power supply being disconnected, and the substitute power supply hanging outside the casing for more than a month because I was busy and it's my work rig. I just can't let go yet, and I had to get a lot of work done. And now's the time because I really need to get this sorted with. The workload isn't all that clear yet, but I need to do something. So here it is, and let me show you more. So this is the power supply, Thermaltake Smart DPS G, semi-modular 650 watt power supply. I removed the cables, and this is the inside right now. So let me show you what I've recorded. So this is the part that popped, I guess, and melted and generated all the smoke. The power supply, I'm sure if I connect it to a system, it will still run, but smoke coming out, it's not a good idea to actually have the power supply to power anything. So, and yeah, is it a problem with the power supply? No, it's not, because this is actually, from what I see, breakdown from wear and tear. I wouldn't fault Thermaltake for any of this, simply because it is let me share to you. This power supply has been on my rig for 4 years. It is on 24/7, and it has been the power supply that encodes all my videos and powering all my activities on that work rig. So for something that lasted 4 years and to only pop now, running 24/7 and doing all those loads, I'd say it's a good power supply. At least it also did not burn my system and all that. So that's why we go for good power supplies. Now, in the event that, more like, so when you see the video, you know that power supplies can be a form of hazard. So based on this experience and thinking of what might have happened, I highly recommend those of you who have a computer in your home, do not place your power supply near your curtains, near anything like say maybe wood where it's flammable, or and not put on the cupboard where it could probably catch flames. Just note where you place your power supply. Don't hinder the vents, and don't put it anywhere near flammable things. So that's pretty much my sharing. I cannot tell you much on what is it that's broken because I'm not an electrical engineer. However, I can tell you that this breakdown is, well, at least something that does not take down my system, and that's why you go for the sticker just pop. So you go for power supply that has security features. Security as in protective circuitry protection features. Yeah, those that they cut off power when it's over voltage or there's surge and all that. There are good power supplies out there. You just have to know which one. Nowadays I usually go for FSP, as I've seen them how they design and produce their power supply. If you haven't seen it, do click on this link above. Check out my visit to their R&D facility. So all right, this sharing, I hope you like this kind of video, because yeah, just a sharing, because I don't want to make review videos all the time. A sharing like this would be helpful, so that you know that you have to get good power supplies and place them at a place that is safe, so that your home does not catch fire. I've not killed any power supply for a long time. The last one that died had a fan. It was many years ago. I was testing some stuff and I got sleepy, and I placed it in the hall where I would work at, and the power supply fan was placed on top. And that time I had a kitten. I did not know that the kitten is going to pee in the power supply, and it did pee in the power supply. So the next day when I powered on, pop, and it brought the whole house, the electrical system for the whole house down. Panic a bit. The power supply is of course dead, and it has kitten pee pee, so it wouldn't be it's just voided warranty. So that's pretty much the last power supply I had. So anyway, if I can have a bit of your time, do share to me if you have, or you have heard of anyone of their stories of power supply nightmares, whether it is a good power supply or bad power supply. We're talking about electrical or failure related, rather than don't share to me about RMA nightmares. Those are totally irrelevant. So if you can, let me know in the comment section what kind of power supply nightmares that you had. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.